Are we live? मैं रिफ्रेश करूँगा तो स्ट्रीम एंड होएगा। आई डोंट नो, तो ट्राई नहीं किया है। आई एम लाइव ब्रो। ओके, तो okay, let's start with like what is today's agenda for the stream. So I'm going to be basically, I have structure going to be designing or basically styling my portfolio website which I was working on my previous stream. So basically, portfolio website website styling. So that is today's agenda for the time being. So let me show you what I mean. So this is the website currently. uh Thing is, now I have added some touches. This is, oh, let me start the server first. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, now we are, so this is, now I have added key, I wanted to add a case study for each of my designed projects, why I choose certain decisions over other. So for this, like currently we have this, we have about me, we have bit goes to projects, this is working. And let's go to the actual styling part which still remains for this website, for my portfolio. So this is the part where, you know, I need, it needs some attention, case studies. So I would be designing, not necessarily filling content for it. I have off stream, I have created a structure for it, or basically the skeleton for adding styles to it. I have generated it, but I'll see what I can salvage from it and what needs to be changed. Okay, let's then hop on to our ID then. So we have style CSS, uh, and for our data which has changed, we have not projects, yeah, case study. So I can add case studies which have certain IDs, which have certain content. Let's actually date it to today. It's not in the correct format as well. What is today? It's 2nd of July 2026. Okay, what is a case study about? Portfolio. Design choice. Bad spelling. Oh, damn, bro. Why do you want to auto complete this? Okay, that's it. TLDR. TLDR is basically, let's say, everybody everybody needs showcase their work, but bro, that is too much for a TLDR. Uh, okay, let's read it out. Let's read this out first. Personal style and skills, explore choices I made, challenges I faced, and while building. I think that's a giveaway if it's a case study, because yeah, nobody ever uh, to showcase their work. No, my work. No, I do not usually design for personal taste and style. I usually design for what works, or what I feel that someone who's visiting the website can take as much information as possible. So that is the actual goal. It needs to look good. It should not be just like hyperlinks. You can just make hyperlinks for of a website, HTML and hyperlinks. But maybe we can do it. Maybe I will next time. But for this, I'm going with something modest. Personal style and skills. Maybe we keep this. Another case study does not. We are not keeping this bullshit. I can I curse on streams? I have no idea if this gets demonetized if I curse. I have to figure this out now. Okay, let's refresh this and check changes. Oh wait, I think I did not even save the file. Yeah, I did not even save the file. But I started the server. Okay, now we have the date. We have a TLDR. We have a subheading kind of. Okay, so how do we do it, or how do I do it? That's the more important question. For whenever I'm styling for something which is not styled, if I have CSS, like, unfortunately in my case there's a lot of CSS which is already existing. So whenever I do not have any particular CSS, I tend to be like, let's follow semantic HTML and style semantic HTML tags. So like, I'll style article tags and p tags or everything else. But in this particular case, I've kind of generated some classes as well, but I kind of have less option to style actual semantic HTML tags. So we'll go with custom styling to each and individual component. So that is where I'm like, okay, let's look at each and everything. First we look at the entire thing. We're not gonna style the body because we will be interfering with everything else. uh, instead we will be styling the article. Here we have a class for the article, which I'll copy, and we will see where we have C. I think we can just start here. Case study page. Okay, by looking at the page, what do we need to do? Let's figure that out first. So I do not want this so much back there. So for styling this, first of all we need, let's say, display flex. We want our flex direction to be column reverse also, but we are doing column. And we need some padding, right? Padding of, let's say, 1 rem. Do we need more? I think we need more. I think before padding, align items, anchor center. I think most of the content which is already present is baseline, so we'll do first baseline. And yeah, we need padding. So now we add the padding. That looks better. Should we add margin or something like that? I don't think we need any margin. Let's do 1 rem as well, but I don't think this will go well with, yeah. The issue is currently not this. The text is not the issue, but I think, yeah, see, the text is not an issue. So okay, we'll do one more thing. We need our image. Let's width 100%. We'll do that. What happened? Why is this so small? This should not be so small. Oh, we have 7 rems of, oh, I added a bit too much, but I think 7 rem of padding is for like the desktop, so we'll keep that, because when we actually stretch it out back, this looks good. This generally looks good, so I think we'll add this tiling. Let's copy this. This will consider something as of baseline for what what I will style. So let's move here. Oh, nice. I think I didn't copy that. Copy, paste here. Now let me refresh. Yeah, now we have default styling. What if we do go mobile, we need this to roll back to something modest, like 1 rem looks good, I think. Maybe not. 0 rem also for some reason does not look good. We have margin as well, right? No, we need the margin. Okay. Let's go at media. when max width is this, where what if I did not check for any tablets. I think the tablet one looks good for padding as well. We can do with this. I think I would rather have a calc function for this. I'll see. Okay, media with less than 500. We'll add it here. Dot case study padding will become 1 rem. I think rest does not change. Margin we have to keep that. Rest of the things we can follow. Okay, the let's change the image to something. Change image width to 100%. Okay. Why does it look shrunken like that? Okay, figure. I don't want margin. Okay, margin 0. Yeah, now it looks good. If you go back, oh, now not beautiful, but now we have what we call styling. So we'll take up this class and we update this as well. Case study image. What do we need there? We need margin. M0 used to work. Yeah, I thought it did not work. I previously for some reason did not work for me. Now it works. I don't know. And for this case study image, yeah, that's exactly what I need. Border radius will decide later. For now we need width. We can look here. Let's refresh this. I okay. Okay. Can we go mobile? Okay, things are not breaking out, so I feel this is good. Okay, we have alignment for this. Let's do a tablet as well. I don't think it would work for a tablet. Let's do the 6th gen iPad. No, surprisingly works good. No, surprisingly works good. Damn. Okay, so we have nice styling for both the iPad or basically a tablet and mobile. We are ready for that. Okay, now we need typography, I think. Okay, typography and accents. So that is a key element which I need to take care of. Portfolio. This should be smaller. The nav should be smaller. What do we have for the nav here? It's href. I think can we get away with this font size? Okay, we can do this. So we'll copy this. We come here. Okay, first of all, just don't do this. Okay, font size initial. So let's see. So I usually do this in such a manner so that we don't have breaking changes anywhere. So now this works. We don't have to be like will it work on every device as well. We'll check for device compatibility later, but the font size initially usually defaults to whatever the browser's font size is set to. So usually will work for most people. Might break because this exact thing is meant to break if your font size is actually bigger than the display text here. What do we have for text here? We have an h1. Is the h1 styled? Let's see that. I think the h1 is styled. uh, h1, no, the h1 is not styled, so we can use the custom style or basically this. So what do we do with this? mm, so this is the reference point, basically 24px. So we don't want to, how do we do this? Font size, no, we are not going to do that. 1m. So basically m does scale text nicely. We can still do a touch bigger. Okay, now we overflow. So our limit is basically we can do 2.5, I think, or should we do rem? Rem kind of gives us more space. How do we like it on the bigger screen? This looks out of touch. I think this looks out of touch. Okay, so where was I? Okay, we have this for the timing. We were looking at the browser to decide font size for this. We don't have even I don't think we have any inherent pad. Yeah, we have padding for this for some reason. Why do we have, is this padding, right? No, this is margin, I think. Margin 0. Yeah, this was margin. We need some form of margin, like 1 rem. Yeah, this looks good. Okay. Um, okay, everything kind of needs that. I think instead of this, I think this should not have any margin or anything. We want the entire heading to have some form of margin. Margin 1m, because then we will have issues of things which are outside rather than inside. We can do margin 0. We put everything to baseline, and margin 0 will actually work better because we can do on mobile. It's not working because because of this is just too much. We had to do margin 0 for this for the time being, and we can, okay, 4. mm, hmm. We need some spacing here, but uh, does it work on the iPad? I'm specifically explicitly looking at the 6th gen because the 11-inch model, or the 11th gen, they are kind of basically small laptop screens, so they usually fit most of the contacts and have like space like this. So I'm not too worried on that, but still, will not treat the iPad mostly from how I design. I usually don't touch it unless I have to do specific changes to that. Okay. Hmm. Case study title. Case study title. We have not initialized case study title, right? Yeah. Give us this case study title. 4M. I have other things at 4 or something similar, so I think I don't want to deviate much from that. I think I'll keep it in rems. Okay. Uh, font fonts. That is kind of not a bad suggestion. We want this. Let's see what this can do. We kind of change this and let's see. I changed it to 7 rem, I think, right? Oh, no, 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 no. I can climb now. This would be a lot smaller text. Yeah, see, this is for a display text. This is shit. I do not personally like that. Let's change this to something around 7 rem. 4 VW is kind of small. We will do kind of 7. 2M is actually good because that is the bottom thing. That is the least you want. So when we, yeah, increase this, we can set size for this. we scale with 7 VW. Basically that's our reference if you know how clamp works. Maybe I'm wrong, but I generally know that's the upper end, that's the lower end, and that's the middle parameter is for scaling. I think uh, I think that's how it works. Not sure, but still, I don't think we need to add font weight. We can do for legacy or something like that. I don't feel like it. Whenever I'm coding or designing or just writing code in general, I do not like to add lines of code which we have already defined that this is the type of text or font we are using. It's already bold, so we do not need to define that it's the same bold. So I'm gonna delete that line first of all. Let's get rid of you and change this to the values of what we were checking. We'll get this. We have this. Let's refresh the server and check again. Looks good. Looks good. I want this thing to actually have like basically say TLDR. I'll figure that out later. It needs to be actually code, like a small code section or highlighted section rather than just text. Like this is also link. It should have, bro, everything here has margin for some reason. I think that no, for not for some reason any text or paragraph you, yeah, you do it has inherent margin. So yeah, everything was supposed to look like this, but we end up basically making it look like some kind of hierarchy for no reason. Hmm. I think we need gap for everything. For the header, we do for nav. I think I can do something. Should I do it? Is the question. I don't think we should do it with the nav. I think we can do it with the header. We can do mm, margin top of 1 rem 2. 2 looks good. Case study header. I think we defined case study header. Maybe I am having deja vu. Uh, mm, what was margin top? Margin top of 2 rem. Let's refresh this. Does it look good on mobile? It does. Okay. Okay, so let's first of all let's bring out the inherent uh, margins on this. uh, 0 for these. Okay, we need block space, block code. I think this is ripped off. Like, this does not have its by default styling. I think that is the case. Does not have its default styling. We'll get back to that. TLDR. We need to bring back the TLDR text. Mm, okay, let's refresh this. Okay, now we are good. But this does not look good. At least on mobile, it's like nah. Oh, we don't own. I think yeah. Yeah, I for some I was like, wait, why do we not have a cursor? Yeah, this was a bug. I thought the cursor was not. Yeah, see, this is the bug. When you remove this, you actually get the normal thing. Sometimes you don't. Like, not happening. Okay, we have a nice spacing for this entire thing. The header section, we have that. Do we need one for the bottom as well? Because there is going to be styling which is not going to be any padding or margin on the sides. That is something given here. Okay, we can do something here. We can give, let's say, gap of 2 pixels. But why does it, since it not have a flex container? Oh, I forgot. Hmm. Article is a flex container, right? But if we do that, we introduce inherent gap to everything, right? Let's say a gap of 1 RAM. I think that's not bad. I think that's not bad. And we can kind of, remove the margin top. We can just stay with this. No, nah, the margin top looks good for this. Header. No, I don't want to introduce another flex for this. I've already made styles for everyone, so. Hmm. Ah. Margin bottom. One rem. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Uh, this won't be solved. I knew that. I didn't want to do this. Mm-hmm. Okay, what can we do? Why does this work for some reason? Oh yeah, see now it compounds. So hmm, we have overlap of content. That is not the way. Everything works except for. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. I never saw this. Let me go to the page. Case study. Wait. Why? Since when do we have a time? Oh, wait a sec. Now I have to look at something else. Now we have to look at dogs. Time. Okay, you can insert these as well. Okay, we have overrides as well. Like from this example, like in this paragraph, the July 7th basically overrides this. Okay, but that is the date time tag. That is not, no, that is the time tag. Do we need a time tag? I think we need to wrap it in something. Okay, I think we need a wrapper for that instead of it being just a raw dogging here. We will kind of wrap it inside something. We will wrap it inside a p tag. And we do not want this to have some form of class to it. We will straight up take it here. Hmm. Let's refresh. Okay, so this is the change I made here. So instead of that previous, we just had a time tag here, this line. I wrapped it with a p tag with the case study date. So I think when we come here now on the browser, when we refresh, we can default style it out. See, now we have the p tags. Basically, we can actually do that. Margin 0 to this. We are good and back. So now we do not have to style this. I think that is a GG, and we are. Does it work on mobile? Yeah, now mobile responsive. That's how I designed first. Uh, Mobile first design. We take everything later. I think we can start designing the rest later. Kind of making the how to style this as well because this also needs to be styled. I'll use similar styles for this as well. Okay, let's, because this is actually a clickable card. It's supposed to be a card, but we'll style it next time. I think I will end the stream. We have kind of managed to style my portfolio a bit, the case study part, and I think I will end the stream here today. So okay, bye.